Hello, good people. This is Joanne once again. I am so glad to be here. Coming up with that episode. We are looking at a book called Becoming a Person of Influence. And from the time I started doing this book, by the way, I am becoming a better person and I'm learning on how to be a person of impact, a person of influence. So, this is the third episode, and I just before we look at the second way in which we can become a maybe people of influence. I want to do a recap of the previous episode that we did. In the previous episode, we were looking at integrity as as the first way in which we can become people of influence. And we said that integrity means adherence to moral and ethical standards, or rather honesty, being an honest person. And we're saying that integrity is a foundation of a house during a huge storm. If the foundation is sound and strong enough, then despite the storms that may come, the house will still be strong and it will be still sound. So we're saying that integrity is not to be confused with reputation. We're saying that when you think or you work on your integrity, reputation will work on itself. You don't have to work so hard to build a good reputation. You just work on your integrity. And that episode was really eye-opening because especially in recent times when people do not embrace integrity, there is so much dishonest people around. Even in the corporate world, in everything we do, you will always come across people who are very dishonest. In this third episode, we shall be looking at nurturing. Nurturing is the second way in which we can become people of influence. And what is to nurture? To nurture is to care for and protect someone or something that is growing up or that is coming up. I was just observing that I know that we have all interacted with dogs. Dogs, they become fond of people that most of the times feeds them. If you're the person that all the time you're the one feeding the dog, then that dog is going to recognize you and you will influence that dog. It will recognize you. Not only for dogs, but also for maybe animals, let's say cows, goats, sheep. They all recognize their owner or the person that looks after them because this person nurtures them, influences them. So human beings are the same as animals. We become fond of people or we feel more comfortable. We feel more impacted by people that tries to nurture us, tries to become tries to let us become or put much of their effort to seeing us becoming people of importance to the community. So mostly human beings crave for nurturing, regardless of their age, regardless of their class, and regardless of their status in the community. Every person craves for maybe having someone that nurtures them. And at the heart of nurturing process is genuine concern for others. If you want to become someone that nurtures other people, you must have a genuine concern for them, because you cannot pretend to want to nurture someone while you are not really concerned about their well-being or about their how they are doing and how their lives are going on. So you must have a genuine concern for people if you want to nurture them. You can make the other fellow feel important in your presence if you secretly feel that he is a nobody. You can't make the other person feel important in your presence if you secretly feel that he is a nobody. So if you want to nurture someone, or if you want to become a nurturer, then you must have genuine concern for people, and you must be intentional about their well-being and how they are doing. And that entails also how you feel about people, because you cannot nurture someone that you feel negative about. So if you want to make someone feel important, then you must change your perspective towards them. Okay? Because you cannot help something grow if you have negative attitudes towards it. And if you want also to become someone that nurtures others, you must have a right motive. The goal is other people's growth and independence. You don't want to make people become codependent on you, such that they cannot do without you. You want to have the right motive. Your intention is to make people grow and become independent. A nurturing influencer is a giver. If you want to be someone that nurtures other people, then you must be a giver. And what do you give? There are different things that you can give in order to nurture someone. And the first thing we shall look at is love. Love allows connection with other people, because you will not be able to nurture someone if you do not have love inside you towards them. Without love, there can be no connection, no future, and no success together. The length and the breadth of our influence on others are directly related to the depth of our concern for them. So, in order to nurture someone or help someone grow, you must love them genuinely. And with love, you will develop a connection between the two of you, between you and the people that you're nurturing. And with this love, with this connection, then you will be able to help them grow. You cannot nurture someone that you hate. You cannot nurture someone that you feel that you don't love them. So you must first develop love towards them. And if you're a Christian, we are told that God is love. And therefore, it is our responsibility to love other people, to love all the people. So, if you want to become a nurturer, then you must cultivate the art of loving people. And the second thing that you must give is respect. And what I came to learn is that every person, regardless of their status, regardless of their accomplishments, regardless of their education backgrounds, everyone craves for respect. And people respond to respect. So, respect acknowledges another person's ability or potential to contribute. So, if you're a manager in an organization, or rather, if you're a boss, then if you want to nurture your employees, then you must show each one of them respect, regardless of what they do, regardless of if they are casual workers or they do other jobs in the office. So you must respect people regardless of what who they are, regardless of what they do. And the third thing that you're supposed to give is a sense of security. And this relates to the first thing that we looked at on how to influence people, and that is integrity. It is difficult for people to feel secure around you if you are not a person of integrity. For instance, if someone is maybe if people will people will automatically feel insecure when they are around a person that maybe that maybe is maybe a thief or something. So if you want people to feel secure around you, and does not mean just in the outside world, that also includes the environment around where they work. So you must be a person of integrity. You must be that person that they know you do the right things, you do things right. So when you are a person of integrity, then people around you will feel secure about you. And that also entails the working environment of the of maybe the office. People will not feel secure if the environment is not safe for them. So if you want to become a natural, a person that nurtures people, then people must feel secure when they are around you. Another thing is recognition, and everyone craves for recognition. And brains are like hearts; they go where they are appreciated. Every person will always go where they are appreciated, because everyone is incredibly hungry for appreciation and recognition. When you're around people, when people are around you, do you recognize them? Do even the small things as well matter a lot. Do you know their names? It is very important for you to know the names of the people who are around you. Name by name, you're supposed to know their names, because every time you mention the name of someone, if you mention my name, if maybe we met once and I hear you mention my name, I will be very proud and happy about it, because each and every person wants to hear their names mentioned, especially by people who are highly regarded in the society. So if you want to nurture someone, then you must recognize them. um Recognize, maybe if you're a manager in an office, or maybe you are a leader in an organization, then you must also recognize their abilities and their achievements, what they have done in the office. Not just be the kind of a person that brings other people down, not just be the kind of a person that corrects other people. Recognize their abilities as well, recognize their achievements as well. And in this way, you will be creating a path in which you can become a person of influence. And the last thing in which we can be givers is encouragement. In recent world, things are really falling apart, and life is really becoming difficult for people around. And the best thing we can give to people is just encourage them. People are going through a lot out here. Don't be the kind of a person who tries to bring other people down after the world has already brought them down. When a person feels encouraged, he can face the impossible and overcome incredible adversity. Encouragement is very important because it helps people maneuver through the difficulties in life. Lack of encouragement can hinder a person from living a healthy and a productive life. So it is very important to encourage people. And a story is given of a child who was not doing very well in class. And so the teacher, unfortunately, the teacher to this boy wasn't very sensitive about it. So the boy was not doing very well in class, in mathematics, in other subjects. Generally, the boy wasn't as bright as other students. And so what this teacher did, she called the mother to this boy and told the mother that this boy is just can't just seem to understand anything that is taught in class, and class is not for him. You just take him home because he is not able to cope with the syllabus. He's even bringing other students behind. He's dragging other students behind, and without him, other teachers feel that that the lessons would be even more faster and efficient. And so the mother took this boy to their home. And because the mother was someone who nurtures or someone that has the ability to nurture, he nurtured this boy, he taught this boy. And even though this boy was not able to do well in class, he became very good in arts, drawing, and is one of the most renowned drawers, artists in the United States. So it is very important for us to encourage other people. Encourage people. Don't just try to bring them down. When you meet maybe people in the office and you sense that maybe this person is down, just encourage them. You will help them to conquer most of the challenges that they face. But if you are the person that always tries to bring people down, then you will not be able to nurture them. So what happens when you nurture people? They have a positive self-worth. And let me tell you, self-esteem is the most significant key to a person's behavior. And I just want to share a short life story about myself. When I was growing up, I had very poor self image about myself and very low self esteem. And one of the things that I used to struggle with is being able to relate with my classmates or even being able to make friends. And so, me, I could do anything just to make sure that I have a friend because I used to feel so down about myself. I used to feel like I was not beautiful enough. And when I was growing up, I had a tough childhood. I had a tough childhood because of poor self esteem. And people are really not very cautious or rather very sensitive about this. I used to still hear one of the things that used to make me have a poor self image about myself is because I used to hear people say that I am the ugliest in our home among my sisters. So, people are insensitive. Even teachers in class, friends to my mother, I used to hear them saying that I am the ugliest compared to my other sisters. And uh, that made me have a poor self-image about myself. And so when people have a poor self-image, then their behavior also around people is pathetic. Because I remember when I was growing up, I was a difficult child, I was a tough child. I used to give my mom a hell of time because I just could do anything to be recognized. So when you nurture people, when you encourage people, when you love people unconditionally, also they have a positive self image. They develop a good self esteem. People have a positive self image when they are nurtured. So if you want to know that someone has not been nurtured correctly, is when they have low self-esteem. Self-confidence is the first great requisite to great undertakings. I think that I had a low self-esteem when I was growing up, but I thank God because in the process, when I got to the university towards the end, I got to start reading books, and also I encountered people and friends who helped me to have a positive self-image. And at my age, I have been able to achieve what I would not have achieved if I was still in the pits of low self-esteem. So I am so proud of myself. So when people are nurtured correctly, they have a positive self-image. Another thing, people have a sense of belonging. When people are nurtured correctly, they have a sense of belonging. Great leaders are particularly talented at making their followers feel they belong. In your office, in your workplace, please make people feel that they belong to that place. Don't make people feel like they are in the wrong place, because the productivity of a person depends on, do they really feel like they're important in that project that they are working on. And people will not do their best unless they feel that they really belong. They really belong. So unless someone feels like they belong to that project that is being worked on, then they will not do their best. Another thing is perspective. When people are nurtured correctly, they have a better perspective for themselves. For most people, it's not what they are that holds them back. It's what they think they are not. So when people are nurtured correctly, they have a positive perspective about their lives, and with this, they are able to achieve great and greater things. Another thing is feeling of significance or importance. Do people feel important when they are around you? When you nurture people, they start feeling that like they are significant. When you show encouragement, you love people, you respect people, you recognize people, they feel like they are significant when they are around you, and their productivity also improves. Another thing is hope. When people are nurtured correctly, they have hope. And let me tell you, one thing that is keeping people alive is hope, because there are so many things going around in our lives, so many things that are bringing us down. And unless we are nurtured correctly, unless we have people that are encouraging us, people that love us unconditionally, people that help us, even give us a shoulder to lean on when we are facing difficulties, let me tell you, we cannot be able to maneuver through this life. So hope will help people even to when you nurture people, when you encourage people, they will have hope. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. This is very important. When you recognize that someone has little faith about you, they do not believe in you, please keep off those people, because they will keep dragging you down. They will keep discouraging you. How do people feel when they are around you? Do they believe in themselves and have hope about what they can become? If you are the kind of a person that always tries to bring people down, telling them that they have big dreams and they cannot become what they want to become, then please, you're not helping that person. Be someone that encourages other people. If someone shares with you their plan and their dreams, please be the person that encourages them. And with this, they will become better people. And one thing that I have learned to appreciate or do is to make sure that I encourage someone, I give someone hope, I believe in them, and I show them that I genuinely believe in them. Because with this, they are able to maneuver through the trials of life, which are so many. So how do you become a natural nurturer? How do you become someone that nurtures other people? So you must commit to people. You must genuinely commit yourself to becoming a nurturer. You must learn every day on how to become someone that nurtures other people. Another thing is believing in people. You cannot nurture someone that you do not believe in. So you must believe in them. You must show them that you believe in them, and with that you will be nurturing them. Be accessible to them. Are you available to just have a word with these people, telling them that they can become what they want to become? Because if you're not available for them, even how will you show them that you believe in them? Give with no strings attached. You must love people regardless of whether they are giving back or not. You must be a giver, regardless of whether these people are able to give back to you. So, love people, not expecting them to love you very much. Give to people your resources, give to people your time without expecting something back in return. Lift people to a higher level. Don't be the kind of a person who is jealous. You just want to be, you are the only one who wants to be on top. No, be the kind of a person that wants other people to grow. And when you have avenues of growth, you share with them because you want them to grow. There are three kinds of people in the world. There are well poisoners. These people discourage others, storm on their creativity, and tell them what they can't do. And unfortunately, they are the majority. These are the people that when you share with them your dreams, they will tell you how impossible it is. They will even start to tell you, to remind you of your background and how your mother or your father cannot afford that kind of a lifestyle, or rather, maybe they do not have the resources to become the kind of people that they want. And let me tell you, everybody has a potential to become what they want to become when the environment around them is conducive. So don't be the well poisoners. Imagine they are the majority in the community, you know. I remember when I was growing up, I really wanted to be in the medical field. I wanted to become a medical doctor. So from where I come from, people are not very learned, and we don't have so many people that have made it to become people of influence in the community. So I told one of my primary school teacher what I wanted to become. And because he knew how my background was, how my parents are, and he looked at my extended family, my uncles. They are, most of them are drunkards, my shoshos, my gukas. He looked at them and told me, it is not possible, you cannot become. And let me tell you, even if I did not manage to become a medical doctor, I did a medical course that I am very proud of. I missed becoming a medical doctor with just some few points. I became a clinical officer, and I am so proud of it because I am still handling patients and helping patients recover. And that was my main aim. It was my main aim was not about the title or what, but I just wanted to be that kind of a person that helps people recover when they are sick. And I am proud that I managed to do it. And I'm not just a clinical officer. I do other things. I do music. I also have started several things that helps me to feel that I am proud of who I have become today. So do not be a well poisoner. Be someone that encourages people. The second group of people is lawn mowers. These people mow their own lawns but never help others. They just mind their own business. They don't care about other people. They just do their own businesses. They don't care about other people, the well-being of other people. They are not poisoners, but as well they don't help. So they are just concerned about their own well-being. And then the last group of people is the life enhancers. These are the people that enrich the lives of others. And let me tell you, we have people who are life enhancers. I have personally met several of them who have been nurturing me, um, nurturing me and influencing me positively. So become a life enhancer, someone that helps other people to grow. And as we said when we were beginning this series, we said that people will not remember you because of how much money you hand, but how much influence you had towards them. So this was that episode of becoming a person of influence, and I hope that you've learned a lot. Let's learn on how we can not become maybe people that nurtures others, because by that, when we nurture people, then we just influence them. We influence them positively, and then our legacy will be remembered. So bye bye, see you in the fourth episode coming soon. Thank you, bye.